very simple. All of a sudden, we got a bunch of people writing in. This guy here comes, I don't know, maybe comes sniveling to the people, comes and crying, Roddy Piper didn't give me a chance to say nothing on the pit. Roddy Piper didn't give me a chance to do nothing. You want a chance? Everybody wants to be like Roddy Piper. You want a chance? You want a chance to say something, brother? I'll tell you what, man. Here you go. Take the little microphone. There you go. There you go. Put it in the little greasy paws. You want to do something, then you go ahead. You say exactly what you want to say to these people. You can do. Just a second. I want you to, wait a second. I want to make you feel at home. Before we start, you want to be the big shot. You want to do all the talking. You want to really think. All these people. Got yourself a pineapple. Want you to feel at home. Want you to feel like the Fiji Islands. Kind of like the women, you know? Kind of long, frosty hair on top, round on the bottom. Got your pineapple. You want to be a happy person? What do you want, huh? What do you want? You want bananas? You want to talk? Go ahead and talk, huh? Go ahead and talk. Wait a second. Wait. You want bananas? You want bananas? We got bananas. Here we go. You want bananas? Have yourself a banana. Huh? This is what you want. You want to talk? You ain't saying nothing. What's wrong, huh? You want to come up here like a big shot? What do you want? You want coconuts. Here I went. I got your coconuts. Just like, there you go. Your coconut. Your coconuts. More coconuts. You want to be a big shot. You want to go, wait a second. Bananas and coconuts. You want to be a big shot. You know what? The only thing I didn't get a tree for you to climb up and down like a monkey, like you want to do. You want to be a big shot? I'll get you a tree next time. You want a banana? Have a banana. What do you want, man? You think? Am I making fun of you? Whoa, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Dee-dee-dee-dee. There they are, standing in a row. Big one, small one, some as big as your head.
Super fly.
Welcome to the Wrestling Gremlins podcast.
I knew you'd come.
Episode 31. I am Bobby. I am always here with Nick. Oh, so man, we had a lot of things that go on this week. We had some unfortunate things. We had some pretty awesome things. Depends on the way you look at them, I guess. The good thing is the UK tournament was pretty cool. A lot of really cool names. Everything's kind of forming up for the Royal Rumble and NXT TakeOver San Antonio. The unfortunate thing is the passing of Superfly Jimmy Snuka. And you want to start off the show, though, with some Total Divas.
Oh, fuck Raw and SmackDown this week. Total Divas kicked both their asses. In an hour, there's a complete storyline. There's drama. There are things on the line. There's a heel. There's a good guy. There's John Cena. Fucking dude, this is the best show. Dean Ambrose, no, he didn't show up. That's next week. But, you know, there were title belts. There's title belts on this episode. Like, it's a full fucking episode of wrestling. Who's whistling at me?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Oh.
Was that
apparently
you?
My tablet's haunted. Apparently.
That's funny.
But dude, it's great. So if you don't watch Total Divas, do yourself a favor, pack yourself a big bowl, and watch some fucking Total Divas, because I haven't had this much fun in a while watching wrestling that wasn't, well, other things that aren't WWE, I've had a blast watching, but WWE have been struggling.
Yeah, you know, there were some good and bad on Raw.
Well,
I like the ending.
It's still a shit show.
You know, like Raw?
No, I'm not really. I haven't liked Raw since the brand split, really. I've been thinking about it and like, damn, dude, it's like 2 hours max on wrestling unless it's pay-per-view. 3 hours is tough. I don't like it. I don't like the way the cruiserweights are booked because it feels like they're trying to really force good storylines. We already know Alicia Fox is fucking crazy. We don't need another storyline for that shit.
No, you're going to tell she's nuts. I mean,
Yeah, like
it's
unless
already
we're
been
gonna
out
go like when Valentine's Day rolls around, the new 50 Shades movie comes out. Like Noam Dar comes out in like a suit and a whip, and then they do like a live sex act on TV. Then I'm all for it. But I don't think in this PG era we're gonna get a live sex act again or hot.
I
lesbian
don't
action.
either. I do not either.
No, I don't think we're gonna either of those two segments anymore.
Speaking of hot lesbian action, good segue. Mickey
Yeah.
James made her return to SmackDown.
I really thought she was gonna kiss Alexa Bliss last night.
Yeah, dude.
She gave her the fuck me eyes. I was like, damn, Mickey James, we're still going with that.
Yeah, you're the new
Lord.
Trish Stratus.
New Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
Trish Stratus part 2.
Yeah, but as much as Becky Lynch is attractive, dude, she's no Trish Stratus. I don't know. Trish Stratus is really hot back in the day.
Different, man. It was weird to have I went back and I've been kind of digging through the network and just watching random the cool thing on the network is it's little 10-15 minute clips of shit from the past.
Yeah.
So you really get to you don't have to sit down and watch a 3-hour long pay-per-view because sometimes it's really tedious to get through some shit. There were definitely some stinkers back in the day of some matches.
Oh yeah. Vader and Goldust at the Royal Rumble we went to.
Hey, I was glad I got to see crazy ass Luna and Goldust. That was when he came out with the green with the ball gag. It was fucking weird.
Oh no, he was definitely strange.
I went to the Raw where Val Venus made the preacher's wife when it was Dustin Reynolds.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got to see a Val Venus film.
I don't even know what to say to that, man. Seriously, they could have gone a whole lot worse. A real.
Well, I mean, it could have been with Luna.
Oh man.
Ugh.
It makes me wonder though if Luna, she was one of the best all-time women heel ballet wrestlers. She was amazing. But it makes you wonder if she didn't have the tattoo and if she actually grew her hair out, if and all the makeup and stuff, if she would actually been pretty attractive.
If Luna didn't have the tattoo on her head, but that was Luna. She was a fucking crazy wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
So you had those moments, but she was awesome, and I feel she should still be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
even though she died.
Luna's great. Did we ever figure out how she died?
Died of a drug overdose.
Oh,
that's
was it?
why she's Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, that's kind of why China probably won't go in the Hall of Fame, even though she should, unless they put her in with DX, which is cheap, but that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole negative topic. Let's not be on negative topics. Let's get back to me shitting on Raw.
Yeah, more negative topics. You shitting on Raw. So, Raw, man, I think there were some good and bad parts. The thing that made me kind of think about it is they have Brock Lesnar there for the opening of Raw. Why are you paying Brock so much money just to come out for this? Why don't you have him beat the shit out of somebody in a match? I want to have a match with Brock Lesnar. Or, have somebody pissed off, piss off Stephanie. It's you know what? You have a match tonight. You'll find out who your opponent is. And he's sitting there okay, I'm going to whoop someone's ass. And all of a sudden, Lesnar's music hits. Get your money's worth with him.
Yeah, but I feel like Lesnar just is no, I'm lazy. He's not lazy. By any means, the man is not lazy. But it seems like Brock is... So Bruno Sammartino told this great story on Storytime. Mm-hmm. And Brock Lesnar is the orangutan that he was talking about. He's in a cage and he beats the shit out of people that aren't named Goldberg.
Yeah, but I think that's going to change. I think Brock's going to get his victory over him in WrestleMania.
Yeah, so Brock gets to break 2 streaks.
Yeah. That's what he's there for.
Brock Streak Breaker.
Brock Machka.
Brock Machka.
The thing I don't understand too is Roman Reigns, man. I think he's contractually, signed to have 3 WrestleMania main events, but I just don't see why. You know what I mean?
How the fuck do you get that negotiated in your contract?
Yeah, because I've heard he's supposed to be at the next 3 WrestleManias. This is the 3rd one, and I It's just, for one, no one wants to see him. How do you book yourself into a corner like that where you have to have this guy that no one wants?
Well, you put the belt on him going into Mania and take it off of him at Mania.
Yeah, I guess.
It sucks, but dude, you gotta, it sucks to shoot your dog, but sometimes you gotta fucking do it.
Yeah, you have so many other people who are over. Like, you have,
James Ellsworth.
Not James Ellsworth. You have like Rollins who can be over, but he's gonna fight Triple H at WrestleMania. That's basically what's gonna happen, and that's gonna be a good match. You have Owens, who could be more over if they give him a better storyline. But the only thing that's really over right now is him and Jericho. Strowman, I don't think people would want to see him in the main event right now. There's
God no.
No, there's so many things you can do, but why have Reigns be the guy and no one wants him? I think you're better off having him versus Strowman.
Well, first off, the main event of WrestleMania is going to be Goldberg Lesnar.
Yeah, that's going to be a given.
Which is dumb. It's not gonna. That is not a main event match. That is not the last thing I want to see.
On booking wise, like say like match card wise, by name value alone, it is, but the quality of the match won't be.
Yeah, what, 5 minutes?
Because they've had 2 matches. The first one was at WrestleMania 20, and I've always said that's probably my least favorite match I've ever seen, just because you have the hype of these 2 guys going in, and they both wouldn't do anything to each other, basically. It was just horrible. It was like one of the worst matches I've ever seen. And because they both know they were leaving, they both didn't give a shit. It was just a bad match,
Well, Austin was the ref, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He stunned them both.
Wasn't he? Yeah, he did some at the end, but like, has he ever talked about that match and like how annoying it was?
Probably not, because I think he likes both the guys. I think he's friends with Lesnar and with Goldberg.
Sucked, though. Like, I would call him on their shit and be like, dude, come on.
Yeah, no, it was one of the worst matches ever. And then the next match, it was 1 minute and 20 seconds.
It was perfect. The second match was perfect because it needed to happen, and it wasn't like it was going to be like a Mysterio moment, because Mysterio has beaten Lesnar.
Yeah. I mean, Goldberg beating him is, it's not like some crazy, upset. It can happen. It's very seeable. But just, I don't know. The way that they work together, I just don't think it's going to pan out well.
Can you imagine if fucking Goldberg kicks Lesnar in the head?
Oh, my God. That's not going to be good, man. They'll only validate what Brett... That's only going to validate what Brett said before, that, he's just a really shitty, untrained wrestler. He's just dangerous in the ring. But, a lot of people say Brock's dangerous in the ring, too. He said that about Seth. I think Seth's not that bad of a... I don't think he's that, dangerous. I think shit just happens. It's wrestling.
Finn caught himself funny, dude. He just turned. It just... Tommy Dreamer said this. We watched, the 50 countdown of ECW.
Yeah.
And Tommy Dreamer's like, I didn't work out. I didn't lift weights. Like, I could wrestle, but I wasn't in shape. I was fat and I was chubby. Fat just bruises. Muscles tear. I've never had an injury. And I was like, valid point, Tommy Dreamer.
There you go. It's actually funny, though. If you look at the early days of ECW, he was in really good shape.
Yeah, he was a pretty boy.
Yeah, that's what he was booked as.
Then they went extreme, and he was like, fuck it, I don't have to carry anymore.
Yeah, he was booked as the pretty boy, and that's why the fans hated him. And then he kept on doing the whole Sandman gimmick, where he blinded the Sandman. Sandman comes back not blind, whips the shit out of him with that cane. And then they have the match, and Tommy Dreamer has to get lashed with a cane. And he's like, yes, sir, can I have another? Blah, 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 blah. We all know the story. And that's what got him over, because he was hardcore. And he's had a lot of great matches. But at one point, he was in really, really good shape. And it's funny to hear other people talk shit about him, like Bubba Ray Dudley, even though they're friends, just like, oh, he's fat. It's like, dude, Bubba, do you remember how fat
you were? Not exactly a tiny fucking man.
Yeah, dude, you were pretty out of shape. He looks great now. I give a lot of respect to Bubba Ray Dudley for losing as much weight as he did. Because you look at early ECW days, man, that guy was huge, and now he's pretty good shape for his size. So I mean, good for him. Yeah. Who do you think was the better wrestler out of the Dudleys, Devon or Bubba?
Bubba.
Really?
Fuck, I don't know. That's tough. Because Bubba was always the brawler, and Devon tended to do a lot of big spots. He was like the rest holder. He would go in and he would kind of set everything up. Mm-hmm. Bubba would come in and clean shop. It's like Enzo and Cass. Enzo goes in, gets the shit literally kicked out of him all the time, gets a lot of rest holds, gets that, hits the hot tag, and normally within the moment of Cass getting put in, it's kind of like when Zangief shows up, you're like, God damn it, all right, got to get through like half his team now.
Yeah.
Shortly after that.
I think in the early days, I think Devon was the way far ahead better wrestler, but Bubba was better on the mic. Bubba has always been really good with the gift of gab. Like, he can incite riots. I mean, we've seen it, in the Ohio stuff and all the other things they've done in ECW. But I think over the
Bubba's
years,
doing the independents right now.
Yeah, well, because WWE doesn't want to use him.
And Devon's doing writing.
Oh, I thought he was a producer in the back.
Well, producing, writing.
Totally two different things.
Whatever.
Yeah, producing is like what Road Dogg does. Like, he kind of sets the match up, like, this is what you should do in this spot. This is how the ending is going to go. The writers write all the other crap.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that is... Well, I want to see a producer script for a match.
Yeah, I would too. I'd like to see what they do, because...
I don't want to get my hands on something like that shit. See, I wish they offered that thing, where you get to go behind the scenes and see all the magic happen.
I'm sure you mean...
Benefit of Total Divas is you get to see all the backstage setups. They're like bullshitting, and I spot random wrestlers. Like, there was a random Eric Rowan. If you look really carefully tonight, you can see a Eric Rowan hanging out.
Nice. I always see Baron Corbin. I always see Corbin hanging out in the back of that show.
Well, he's probably sitting there eating, not helping build the ring.
Yeah, I know, right? That was the coolest thing ever on, what was it, Breaking Ground? He's like, yeah, I'm just going to eat this. You'll build that ring.
You'll build that ring. I'm going to keep eating this. Damn.
Yeah. I would love to see that if, like, Shinsuke and, like, Kevin Owens and Joe were setting the ring up, which I doubt they were, but, like, if those guys were setting the ring up and Corbin's just eating a fucking turkey sandwich, like, fuck you. You get the fuck over there.
Knocks his fucking head off.
Joe just fucks him up.
Joe, I want in the Royal Rumble at, like, number 28.
Yeah. The only thing, like, say Reigns wins, right? Say Reigns wins on WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. I wouldn't be mad if the winner of the Royal Rumble, though, was Samoa Joe, and you had Joe versus Reigns at WrestleMania.
Fuck, but that's a hell of a jump.
If you build him, you can build Joe to be a monster.
Well, fucking, I would love to see that, because I want to watch Joe just literally pummel the living dog shit out of Roman Reigns, but that's a tall order to be like, oh, by the way, we called this dude up from NXT. He jumped the whole fucking line, wins the Rumble, and he's going to Mania. You fuckers, try harder next year.
Did you watch NXT tonight?
Yes, I did.
Is it me
or to watch?
Huh?
So, Lucha's done till the summer.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm a little pissed off, man. Damo,
dude, you saw it too. You saw it.
Damo hitting the one-winged angel.
See, I'm not the only one that was mad about that shit. That is one of his moves, though. I checked.
No, I'm not mad that he did, because that's one of his moves. That's fine, but it's just like, you better let Kenny Omega use that move, man.
Did you see him with the Kenny Omega shirt after that in the crowd?
I didn't see what he was doing now.
He just had this look on his face like, are you fucking kidding me? He's probably waited his whole life to see the one-winged angel in person.
Yeah.
And the first time he sees that move,
yeah, man.
I'm like, no, you're a dick, Triple H.
Yeah, well, we'll see. You mean, I still think that Kenny Omega can do it, because I don't even see him going to NXT. I see him going right to the roster.
I don't know if you've read the rumors, but I think the hope for at least this month is dead.
Well, yeah, he's gonna be fighting in Chile, right?
Yeah, he's in Chile the day before, and his contract's till the 31st of this month with New Japan. So Vince has got the money to pay off some Japanese fucking angry presidents.
Yeah, dude, like Vince can handle it. You mean like, hey, we get this guy. But at the same time, does Vince really care about Kenny Omega? Does he even know who Kenny Omega is? Vince doesn't give a shit about any of that.
Vince likes money and dollar signs. The Meekmans like dollar signs. They love merch. They like the big, shiny, happy lights. But
well, he wasn't big on AJ Styles, and now he's huge on him.
Because you got to give him a fucking chance. Let them do their thing.
Yeah. And
that's what he learned. I think 2016 was the year that Vince finally said, you know what? Fine, I'll listen to you idiots. And if it fails, which it will, because I'm Vince Kennedy McMahon.
Like the Cruiserweight fucking division?
Well, the Cruiserweight failed on main TV.
Yeah.
Cruiserweight Classic did not fail.
No, Cruiserweight Classic was great.
But Cruiserweight Classic looks nothing like the Cruiserweight division. We have a screaming, angry, foxy chick, a sleazy Star Wars nerd, Cedric Alexander getting jobbed out, Drew Gulak, who looks like fucking Lancelot, Neville with a bad beard, but he's evil as shit and awesome, Rich Swann, who's killing it with the Swan thing. I'm not really sold on being a champion. Brian Kendrick's jobbing out now.
Mm-hmm.
TJ Perkins finally took a fucking sit in the back, and Tajiri got hurt.
Yeah, which sucks because he just got back. You know,
I know. Sorry, I didn't mean that's so long-winded.
I mean, Noam Dar, he's a good wrestler, and we'll see where that goes. But I
I'd
think,
like to see him wrestle.
yeah, he's a good wrestler. But I think that the main guys that have really impressed me thus far is Jack Gallagher. I mean, because his gimmick's cool. You know, he's going to get over, and he's doing pretty well with it. For the cruiserweights, he's over. Cedric Alexander, because I mean, he's a good talent, man. At least he's trying. And that lumbar check, man, that's brutal. Love it.
Kendrick makes it really well.
Yeah, he did. He's like fucking flew in the air.
He's like bounced up. I was like, hey, he did the rock thing.
Yeah. Rich Swann has done really, really well in my opinion. I feel like I'm missing somebody that's been doing really well too.
Well, you have like Lindsay Dorado, but he just kind of keeps getting jobbed.
Yeah.
Well, Tozawa's coming
Tozawa
next
will be
week.
cool. Tozawa will be cool.
Yeah, and then supposedly at some point, Grandma Talik's coming back,
Okay.
which is like all of them my favorite. But there's also rumor now that they're going to be doing a Latin America championship, which is going to be like all lucha based.
Oh my god. They need
Like,
to stop.
Well, here's the thing though. Okay, imagine if they did a full blown Street Fighter ring. They went to every continent and put a belt.
Okay.
Every champion from there then got put up into a tournament, and you had to fucking literally do promo work. You had to fucking actually advance yourself and get yourself over to advance, and then you would get to fight for the World or Universal Championship as your person. But you have to turn in your belt to put it back.
It sounds so TNA-ish.
They're gonna jump the shark if they keep putting belts out there. They've
Yeah.
made the belt valueless.
You know, and I just don't understand it. The only one belt I'd like to see being made is if they gave like a secondary title to NXT. You have so many great talents down there. Why not give it
the television title?
Yeah, exactly. Make a television title or a network championship. I mean, whatever. Call what you want.
It's probably what it'd be called. It would look hideous.
Yeah, I mean, but still, at least they had the secondary title. Because even if you look at Ring of Honor, you look at well, Ring of Honor just got the 3-way tag team championship thing they got going on, which I'm not really a big fan of, but it's cool, whatever.
It's the Lucha Libre thing, dude.
Yeah, I mean, and they do it in Japan, and that's cool. That's what they want to do. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not for or against it. It's whatever. But the main titles they've had is they have the tag team, the world title, and the television title. Same with ECW, and that's what's cool because you had, say, at one point you had Taz as your world champion. You had
FTW belt.
Yeah, the FTW belt as well, but that was a fake belt, like the Young Bucks Super Kick Party belt. Then you had, say, like, let's say the Dudleys. The Dudleys were the tag team champions or the Impact players, and then you had Rob Van Dam as a television champion. It had other people going for other things. So right now you have at TakeOver, you have Eric Young going against Ty Dillinger. That would mean a little bit more if it was for, say, the network championship.
Who do you think wins that match?
I'm going to go with Eric Young because Damo is going to interfere somehow.
And then number 10. I swear to God, if he is not number 10, it's fucking rage will hit. It'll be like Eva Marie at 10.
And all right, because you even heard the crowd today. It's like Royal Rumble. Like, they want him there.
Yeah.
They know what's up. Like, it would make no sense for them not to do it. Yeah, I agree though. Kenny Omega will not be there for the Royal Rumble. I don't think. I mean, if he does, man, there'll be a humongous shocker. But I could see him come before WrestleMania if he's actually trying to come here.
He'd be like, I want in at Mania. He'd want to pull almost the Shinsuke, where he'd show up and challenge somebody and be like, I'm debuting at WrestleMania.
Why not?
It'd work. Ty Dillinger is amazing right now. Like he's the perfect Daniel Bryan replacement.
Yeah, I could see that because he went from this cocky, like I'm the perfect 10, and now he's just like I'm really doubting myself. I really don't know if I should be in wrestling anymore. Like he's like kind of like I don't know what to do, and all these things keep on happening when he's about to announce that he might retire or he might go to somewhere else. And like he's getting a lot of sympathy from the fans, and he's like really good wrestler. And he's great on the mic. So I could see him getting over there and then moving on to WWE.
Yeah. Damo.
Damo, man, like I was impressed though. Like, he looked like a big fucking dude. He looked scary as fucking. He had that one winged angel. Sucks they didn't call it that.
No, I forget what they call it. Somebody called it a single arm pump handle. I was like, that's
No.
pump handles through the legs.
And it's like what Road Dogg used to do.
Yeah, he did the fucking same setup. Just like the second I saw him put him on my shoulder, I was like, he's not gonna do what I think he's gonna. No, oh my god.
Yeah, I saw him on his shoulders. I'm like, what's he gonna do? And I'm like, no. And he did it. I was like, okay, whatever. When I first saw it, I was like, motherfucker. Speaking of the pump handle slam that a Road Dogg used to do you remember when he used to like pretend to bang dudes in the butt when he used to do that?
Yeah, he used to hump everybody they did. He put the arms in and hump them and then slam them because Road Dogg hump things.
It's like, what are you doing? I get that you're Road Dogg. You're a dog. I get it, but you're
doing that, dude.
You're doggy style and a dude. Like, I don't get it.
I wonder, like, if he's ever been like asked that question at like a Q&A, like, why did you hump him?
Yeah, I can see girls. Like, unless he's gay, and that's fine. That's totally cool. Girls,
because I think he slammed Tori once or some shit. Like,
yeah, get it. wasn't Xbox in that? Xbox in that too?
With Tori?
At least in storyline.
That was a storyline. I think she gave him a blowjob once.
Yeah. X cock.
Ew. We've seen One Night in China. It's
I actually have not. I have never seen that.
No. Well, it's not.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
That was necrophilia.
Oh my god! I guess if you watch it nowadays, it does count for that. But that's fucked up. That's see, like
that's fucked up.
2017 is maybe it's just transferring. I was the one making all the fucked up jokes. Now it's up to you, man. You're just taking over.
Yes.
Taking over the heel role of me.
I've always been the heel.
Yeah, but now you're just letting it shine with these fucked up jokes.
I'm gonna start cutting Miz promos on people.
Yeah,
yelling and slamming things and turning to Mariah Carey at some point.
Oh man, so your mic's gonna cut out at the New Year's bash?
Yeah, probably. So moving along, because I don't know where we are now.
We're just kind of talking, man. It's all good.
Michael Cole might be stepping away.
I heard this, and
yay!
He's going to do more backstage stuff. What do you think that means? Do you think Mauro Ranallo is going to take over for Raw, or maybe?
What
do you think?
I'd like to see Renee Young go to commentary, but that's just me. Just since woman boundaries are all fucking knocked down now, they're having cage matches. I think the next thing's a ladder match. I even had that on a note. But I feel like there should be a woman commentator, at least for the women's matches. Fuck it, let a woman call a match.
I think they should do a women's Royal Rumble. Put like 20 chicks in there and just let them do it.
Women, not chicks.
Sorry. Sorry. So I can't call them chicks, and what about guys? I call them dudes.
That's different.
Because they're dudes.
Because they're dudes.
Because they're dudes. See, I don't understand that. How is it sexist? Like you're trying to treat everyone the same. It's like, no, now you have to treat me special, but pretend like you're not. It's like, come on, man. Like women, chicks, ladies, whatever.
Female companionship.
I don't use the rapper terminology for that. But no, I think they should have a women's Royal Rumble, and I think in Money in the Bank should have a women's Money in the Bank. Screw it. You want to make they want to make everybody equal. Let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, but then they get to fight men.
I don't know about that.
See, then they're not equal.
I don't even care if it's Nia Jax. If you put her against Brock Lesnar, it's going to be a shit show.
You put anything against Brock Lesnar, other than like Mount Everest against Brock Lesnar, he might even beat up Mount Everest.
James Ellsworth versus Brock Lesnar.
I would love to see that match.
I would too.
I would absolutely love to watch Brock Lesnar be like, I'm going to rip you limb from limb, because he's Russian now.
Oh, okay. He's Russian. All right.
He's Russian now. You know that.
He moved from Canada to Russia.
He can see Russia from his front yard.
All right, so there is some other really cool news, and it came out of left field, man, and I'm really happy about it. Your Olympic gold medalist, our hero.
He sucks. He sucks. Anyways,
Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is going. He's the first name as going to the Hall of Fame, and we said they needed a headliner. That's a perfect headliner right there.
That's a good headliner. I'm glad that he wants Austin to induct him.
He does?
Yeah, so he asked to induct him. It was Austin. I was like, fuck yeah.
That's awesome. You know, another person I could see inducting him if it doesn't go through like that is Shane. Shane had a really cool match with him at King of the Ring.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think Angle had such a sense of humor. If Austin didn't do it, Edge and Christian should do it.
Yeah, I can see that. That'd be cool.
Because they I mean, cowboy hats and acoustic guitar. Like, Kurt Angle was game to do anything. And who doesn't forget his first title win and his first booger on TV?
Oh, my God. Gross.
Oh, dude, it was so gross. Because he was crying and it's just like this shot in his fucking nose. And he's like standing there and the camera's just like zoomed in on his face crying and this booger and the title. I'm just like, dude, the Blair Witch got nothing on you right now.
He wasn't digging for gold in that nose.
No, that gold medal got away.
You know, but no, I mean, that's why I respect Kurt Angle so much. I mean, he's had his issues, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, that happens.
But Russell hasn't had their issues.
Exactly, you know, but he's down for anything. He's been in hilarious skits. He's an amazing wrestler. Like, for somebody who's came from the Olympics and just to go balls deep into wrestling like that, like, you know, professional wrestling, that's hard, man. And he does such a good job of it. I mean, the only person I've seen does such a good job like that too is Chad Gable, but he's not even on the same level as Kurt Angle when it comes to like the comedy and all the other stuff.
I would like to see the one segment where he's with American Alpha. They got one, just fucking one.
It has to happen. It has to.
Yeah, but dude, it was weird because they were showing pictures of like super young Kurt Angle from like the Olympics and how big his fucking neck was.
Oh yeah, they're beasts.
I thought Corpse Grinder had like a neck. Kurt Angle could like break mountains with that thing.
I don't know, man, because I've met Corpse Grinder in person.
A big fucking neck. I have too.
Yeah, I was with Dusty and Michaela. Like I went with Andre and Rachel and all them, and
we met. Sounds like Underground.
Yeah, Sounds like Underground show, and yeah, Corpse Grinder just came up and talked to us because he knew Dusty, and dude, the guy's neck, he looks like a giant baby with long hair, like, but he was super nice, like, dude, he was an awesome dude, you know, but like. He just has a giant fucking neck, dude.
With all that headbanging, dude, just straight muscle work, just
dude, hammer smash face, man. That is just a straight up like headbanging jam right there. Dun 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 dun. Huh?
He didn't write that song.
I know he did. He didn't write it, right?
No, he wasn't even in the band when that song came out.
No, Chris Barnes was in the band still.
Why are we talking about metal?
Sorry.
This is not a metal show.
Well, I was trying to go with
like VH1. Is this VH1? I don't think so. Back to wrestling.
Well, I guess we could talk about more metal. What about Chris Jericho? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that's not metal. That's dad cock rock.
You
know what Flocky just made? The List.
The List. Wrestling Gremlins podcast? You just made the list.
Oh, if I could get one of those.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Jericho.
I'd be super happy.
Jericho for Christmas, could we be put on the list?
Please, can we get on the list?
Yeah.
Fundraiser, Jericho calls your house and puts you on the list. $10,000.
Oh, I really quick want to give a shout out to Jeff Meacham from NoDQ.com. Me and him were tweeting back and forth today about the hockey game because he's a Kings fan and he went and saw the game between the Sharks and the Kings. Surprisingly, my brother was there too, which is cool. Random as fuck, but it was cool. And yeah, well, you know, good game between the Sharks and the Kings. Sharks won. But shout out to Jeff for being cool and just kind of bullshitting with me about hockey today. That was cool. It's kind of cool that we have a bunch of, you know, people who do podcasts or like, you know, wrestling stuff, you know, who are into hockey as well. That's kind of cool. So let's get into Jimmy Snuka, man. What do you feel about this whole situation?
Well, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like, I didn't watch wrestling when Snuka was wrestling. Like, I remember seeing, like, the highlights of the cage match, but I wasn't around for that. That wasn't my era of wrestling. So, can I appreciate what he did? Absolutely. Did he change wrestling? Absolutely. Did he pull dick as fuck ribs on people? Yes, he did. So, I think he was a wrestling legend. And I'm glad that, granted, at the end, was it not the greatest way to kind of maybe be going out, but he's still a legend. He's still the dude.
Yeah. You know, when it comes to personal life, you know what I mean? I kind of do the same thing with Chris Benoit. I try to separate the two. You know, there's a lot of really shitty fucking people in the world. I'm not saying he was a shitty person. I think it was just a one shitty situation that happened that got out of control. You know, Benoit was a shitty fucking thing that he did. With Snuka, I think it was just a situation that happened and it got spiraled out of control. Like, I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? So I can't really put my 2 cents in there. But as a wrestler, see, you said you weren't in that generation of watching wrestling. My dad, he got me into wrestling when I was 3, you know, so it was like 89, you know, watching Saturday Morning Superstars and shit, you know, and Snuka was still around. You know, I got to see Piper and Snuka and Hogan and Warrior and Macho Man and all those guys, you know, Sergeant Slaughter, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah. I remember seeing Roberts and Macho. I remember seeing early days of The Undertaker. I remember Hogan and Warrior, but, like, yeah, I remember watching wrestling at that like youth, but not being a snook. Like, it just wasn't my thing.
You know, I was never really a huge fan of Snuka, but I didn't not like him either. He wasn't he wasn't on my radar as somebody I gave a shit about always. You know, like he wasn't like the Jake the Snake Roberts to me. You know,
I just wanted to deal with the snakes to come out and throw snakes at people when I was a kid. So I thought it was fucking cool.
Yeah, like I liked the the Legion of Doom and the Undertaker, Macho Man. Like I liked all those guys. If Snuka was there, you know, I had his toys. So, I mean, rest in peace, Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Man, if it wasn't for you, there'd be a lot.
Big cage in the sky.
Yeah, you know, fucking Mick Foley got into wrestling because of Superfly Jimmy Snuka. No, he is very inspirational to a lot of wrestlers, and you know, you know, even though there's a whole murder thing over him or whatever, and they can never prove it or whatever, that sucks. But as a wrestler, just like Chris Benoit, as a professional wrestler, he was a great professional wrestler. So R.I.P. to him, you know, and you know, shout out to his family, you know, like Tamina and everyone else that's related, because that shit sucks. Like The Rock, I mean, that shit sucks for them, I'm sure right now. To a little bit more positive news. Yeah, dude, the UK.
Wait, let me do one real quick fun story.
Okay, good.
So when I was a kid, Legion of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad knew this cop friend. Everyone's going to remain nameless. But we're over at his house. They're doing their like dad thing. And fucking wrestling's on TV. And Legion of Doom come out and the big old spikes. And then I remember them talking shit. They're like, oh, it's fake. It's this, it's that. Hawk takes off his spikes, tosses them over his shoulders, and they stick into the fucking ring. And they're like, oh my God. And I was like, oh, they're real. Did you just like hooked?
Did you ever get the foam Legion of Doom shoulder pads?
I wish. No, I would love to have some of those.
Dude, I wish I had half the shit that I used to have as a kid. I used to have all the like wrestling like dummy things, like you know the big stuffed animal guys, wrestling buddies.
Yeah, they brought those back for a minute, but
they were never as cool.
No, God no. It was because I had Jake the Snake, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, and Hogan. With the 4 you could get.
No, and they also had Ted DiBiase.
Oh my God, they did have Ted DiBiase.
They did. I always wanted a Macho Man. I always wanted Macho Man, but my brother, my stepbrother had one. And it was cool because I had Ultimate Warrior. The other one had Hogan. My other brother had Macho Man. I had Jake and Ted DiBiase later. Nice. Yeah, but I mean, they're all gone, of course. Dude, I was beating the shit out of that thing for years. But yeah, no, I used to have a lot of really cool stuff. My dad always hooked it up. Like I had the Jake the Snake Robert like snake in a bag, like the fucking rubber snake, like a bunch of cool shit. Yeah. But yeah, no. Who'd you like more of the Legion of Doom? Did you like Hawk or Animal?
I liked Hawk's voice because he just sounded like he smoked 30 cigarettes.
He talks like Goldberg does nowadays.
Yeah, he just talks like he yelled forever. I'd probably say Hawk. Hawk was always my favorite because he always had to do the Doomsday device.
Yeah,
like he had to do the clothesline. Animal was always the power to set up.
Yeah, I always liked Animal.
Yeah,
I think
Animal
it's
had
the
the better
makeup.
Face paint.
Yeah, that's why I liked him.
He had the better face paint.
Yeah. Do you
And
want
then there was Sunny with the Legion of Doom.
Dude, there was Heidenreich. He was with Legion of Doom for a minute. There was Draws, who was part of the Legion of Doom for a minute. Paul Ellering was their original manager. So there's a lot of formations of the Legion of Doom, but the main one was Ellering and Hawk and Animal.
Yeah, so let's hop back into NXT really quick because I just read a note.
Okay.
Asuka's Fatal 4-Way match. What do you think about that? How do you feel about that?
I think it's an easy way to have Asuka lose without losing.
Okay. Glad we're both in agreement on it. Because I was like, it's the only way they're going to get the belt off her if they want to put... Because I think they want to pull her up to Raw.
Yeah, but at the same time, do you really want to put her on Raw?
No, I want to put her not on any of those shows right now. She needs to get... Her promo that she just did was mountains better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's been working her ass off, and you can tell, like, she's more comfortable talking. She's still batshit crazy. I wish they would figure out a way to make those two things balance a little more.
I have mad respect for people like Asuka and Shinsuke Nakamura and Hideo Itami, or like anybody who comes from a different country and has to learn English to cut promos. Because if you don't cut promos in America well, they're like, oh, this guy sucks. And it's like, dude, they're probably one of the best wrestlers on the roster. But if you go to Japan, dude, you don't have to speak Japanese, and you'll still be a great, they'll still respect you and like you. It kind of sucks, but I mean, they're working really hard to learn English, and that's really cool because Asuka, man, she's an amazing talent. Same with Shinsuke, and same with Hideo Itami. They're all really good.
Yeah, I would like to see her go up at some point, but I just feel like they need to kind of sort out what they're gonna do.
Where would you put her, Raw or SmackDown?
I'd probably put her Raw because I feel like SmackDown's whoever's writing the women's segments and stuff like that between actual ring work's a little choppy right now just because I think they're trying to go a little too big too fast. But their promo, like, dude, the Nikki Natalia shit is awesome right now.
That is good. Like, I think that's doing pretty well.
So good right now. I was like, that's awesome. I'm glad that's good.
The way they did that table bump from the merch stand, man, that looked brutal. I was like, man, she hit her head on the ground. Is she okay?
Who's ass tomorrow?
Yeah. I think I'd want to see her on Raw just for the sheer fact that you have Bayley, you have Nia Jax, you have Charlotte, you have a bunch of Emma. You have a bunch of really good wrestlers down there. And then SmackDown.
Emma's never going to debut.
I know. That's what my dad says. Like, is that chick ever going to debut again? Like, return? I was like, I don't know, Dad. But
well, I think she should go to Total Divas, but I don't think she wants to be a diva. But I think with her character, it would work, so they could actually write storylines out of those two shows. Because they could do little segments. Like, there's dumb shit that happens on the show. I'm like, yeah, if I was at a wrestling arena, we'd be having a conversation in a different building right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just hard to say because if you look at SmackDown's roster for Asuka, they don't really have anybody that's really viable that can beat her. I don't care if you're Becky Lynch; you're not going to beat Asuka.
No. Yeah, I guess Raw's got the stronger of the women's rosters.
And that's what's about Raw and SmackDown, dude. Raw has a better roster, I think. Besides maybe Orton and Cena and Styles. I
don't like watching Orton wrestle. Orton's boring to me wrestling.
He's very much a technician, man. He's very he goes point A to point B very well. He doesn't waste movement. And that's
except for when he's going to hit the RKO.
Yeah, but I think Orton's actually gotten a lot better. Because I think he cares. Even wrestling suits all the time. It's Randy Orton's really good when he gives a fuck. When he doesn't give a fuck, he's just collecting a paycheck. No one likes him. But when he cares, he's a really good wrestler.
Do you think he cares right now? Because I don't.
I think he cares. I think he's showing signs of giving a shit because it's different. I think they put him the same fucking thing like John Cena for so long that you get so tired and so mundane. You're just like, nah, whatever. I'm going to work collecting a paycheck. But now it's like, oh, I'm with the Wyatts. That's different. I think he kind of cares.
Yeah, well, I think that's all about to end.
Yeah. I'm really excited about where this is going to go. Just for the sheer fact they said the Wyatts are going to enter the Royal Rumble. So right there, you have Bray in there, you have Orton in there, you have Harper in there. That's still some huge names. Strowman will be in there. The only one that's not going to be there is Rowan.
Poor Rowan.
Is he coming back anytime soon, or is he just going to be out forever? What's up with him?
I don't know. If I remember right, it was he tore something, I believe, in his chest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I could Google it real fast, but I don't really want to.
That's fine. Don't waste your time. Same Eric Young looks like he did some damage to his arm too. It's not a break, but it's hyper. What was it?
Oh,
Hyper.
basically, yeah, he hyperextended enough to
Yeah.
fracture.
Hypertension something.
Seems like it was between his elbow and his upper arm bone.
So he's probably gonna be gone for a while.
Upper arm bone.
Yeah. So he's gonna be gone for a good minute. Yeah. Let's get into this whole cruiserweight. Oh, not cruiserweight, but UK tournament.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, like, I really think there was some really, really good talent down there. I mean, there's some people I didn't really care about, but because I didn't know anybody going in. That was the kind of the cool thing about it. Like, sometimes you can hate that, and sometimes it can be a really cool thing. But I found some wrestlers down there. I was like, wow, that guy can be this guy. This guy can be this. This guy can be this. Like Tyson T-Bone. I think if you make him a certain way, he can be a star. Maybe not a star, but at least a mid-star. Huh?
He reminded me of Brad Pitt from Snatch.
Yeah, a little bit. He doesn't
look like him, but he's just a fucking weird pikey.
Yeah, he has that look. He looks like he beat the shit out of you. He has a bunch of tattoos. He looked like he can be somebody. The guy he faced who beat him, Wolfgang, I think he has some talent. Who else? What's the guy who went to the finals? I forget his name.
Pete fucking Dunne.
Yeah, he was really good. Like, he was cool. I liked his heel little thing he was doing. That was cool. Tyler Bate, he was really good. So, if he had a butler, and the butler was trying to talk to him, would he call him Master Bates? Sorry, I had to try.
So fucking much.
I had to try it. I had to do it. But no.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
Oh man. But no, Tyler Bate though, he was really good. I thought he was over, but he's so tiny. He's a little dude.
He's fucking 19.
Man, I don't know, man. He just looks so small compared to everybody else.
No, he's 19 years old.
Oh, I got that. But dude, there's some sharks on the roster who are like 19 years old, and they're way bigger than that, dude.
Well, they're not professional fucking wrestlers. They're hockey players.
That's true. But at the same time, you think by 19 you have that growth spurt.
No, he's British, dude. It's just dull, cold, angry weather. And
we're just short people. I'm only 5'9", so
yeah.
I'm
older than me.
Well,
fucking short, dude.
Yeah.
I'm the angry one.
Yeah. We're vanilla midgets.
Fuck you. Like fucking Nikki Cross and Sandy, dude. She's an angry little Scottish midget.
Yeah, dude. She is very angry. I'm excited for that, though. I can't wait to see that match between her and Asuka.
I feel like she's going to get the belt. She's going to kill Peyton Royce and Billie Kay.
I can see Peyton Royce. Not Peyton Royce. I can see Billie Kay getting the belt.
Oh, it'd be so good. I don't know. That match is probably gonna be a lot of fun, or it's gonna really suck. Because it's the first time that you're gonna see a big high-profile match where it's not any of the big four, or Asuka and one of the girls that's already called up. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be crazy though, just for the sheer fact that I think you have this thing going in there, and I don't know, man. Like Asuka, you say she leaves, right? Who do you have down there, man? Like, all their shit's so, it's so taken away from all the good wrestlers they've had. Now it's only, Ember Moon.
It's a fresh class, dude. You got Liv Morgan, who's your hype girl. You got
Sucks.
Ember Moon, who's your badass. It doesn't matter if they suck. It matters if they're entertaining.
But they're not.
You're looking at everybody to become a 5-star wrestler. Well, we need some 3 stars. Need a couple of 2 stars. We need ourselves a Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, my God. Slap.
So it's one of those things where they're getting their balance back. It takes fucking time.
But
dude.
see, with that, you have wrestlers around them that make them better. If you have a bunch of 3s, it doesn't make up for it. When they used to have a bunch of 5s.
Well, they're about to lose a perfect 10, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It just kind of goes. I think they need to bring in somebody else. Maybe not to win the belt, but have their waiting in the wing. Like Asuka didn't win the belt for a while. You know what I mean? She was there, but she was killing people. So you're like, oh, shit, they're going to aim for her sooner or later. Who are they going to have? All I see in the near future is Ember Moon. That's all I see, that's going to happen. And
Well,
I just don't see how that's even worth anything. Like, she's cool. She has a good finisher. That's about it for me.
okay. Well, tonight was the first time you got to see her talk.
No, she's talked before.
No, I didn't pay attention.
Hmm.
Um,
She's not bad on the mic, but it's I don't know. It's like I just don't find much interest in any of them right now.
I don't know. I like Billie Kay and Peyton Royce.
I like their gimmick, but will that hold up in a match?
Yeah, they're getting a flow down of their moves together because now we're getting to see them where they don't have to tag in and out, but they can actually just do tandem moves.
See, Nikki Cross. I mean, I don't know like her wrestling abilities, but I mean, you could see that her brawling can hide that.
Well, she throws punches like Shane.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, they're a little wonky sometimes.
Okay.
I would be curious to see her do more match where she finally does moves. Because a lot of the time she's like, it's jump on you, pound, 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 do something, pound, 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 and then she picks you up, slams you, and you're done. And it's like, all right, that's cool, but what else can you do?
But yeah, just to finish up on the UK tournament, I think one of the cooler matches too, which wasn't part of the tournament, was Tommy End versus Neville. Or Nev Evil, as you call him.
Nev Evil.
I mean, that was a really cool match. Just I'm kind of mad that Tommy End lost, but I guess it kind of pushes Neville as what he is right now, the king of the cruiserweights.
Yeah, except for his gear is so satanic.
It'd be cool if they kept it, but I don't think they're going to keep that.
I don't like. He walked out and I was like, "Oh, he's got brimstone." And upside down across, he turns like he's got the sigil of Lucifer on his ass. That shit ain't going to WWE.
Nah. Aleister Black.
They got Ghost as a theme song where the lyrics are literally stand for the devil. So, I mean, somebody's not doing their fucking homework.
Yeah. Maybe they just thought no one really cared because it's the UK tournament.
Probably. Well, it's also paid pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So it was on a private network channel. If Tommy End shows up on TV, he probably will not. Well, he's Aleister Black, sorry.
Yeah.
He went by Tommy End there because it was a UK show, but when he goes to NXT, he's going to call himself Aleister Black, so that'll give him a way to rewrite his thing. He'll probably have, like, Necronomicon symbols on him, like the Acolytes.
Maybe. Even that might be too dark for him, to be honest.
Seriously? It's pentagrams.
Yeah, but it's WWE, dude.
They crucified people.
In a non-PG era.
True. You know what's funny about that is they crucified Stone Cold on an Undertaker symbol, and Kurt Angle went to that company. ECW crucified Sandman on a cross he built, and he was pissed off.
Yeah. Also dollar signs probably help a lot with that.
Yeah. I think that was a beautiful angle. That shit was amazing.
Which one? The Raven Sandman one? Yeah, that one was great.
Professional wrestling gold right there.
The thing that was even better was Raven's apology to the crowd.
He didn't give a fuck. I wouldn't have given a fuck.
Yeah, like he was like, if you're offended by this, blah, 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 blah. He knew it was bullshit. He didn't want to go do that because it was dumb. It's wrestling, dude. Get over your fucking self, dude. Like, that's what I hate about all these people thinking, oh my God, he did this. Oh my God, he did that. It's like, dude, it's professional fucking wrestling. You didn't get mad, in Breaking Bad when a kid got shot. You know what I mean? Like, why are you mad at this is happening on a TV show that's not real?
You know what's funny, though, is actually a TV show did get mad about kids getting shot.
Okay, whatever, though.
No, it was a really good TV show. It was Hannibal, but they had this episode where Molly Shannon played this psycho.
Mm-hmm.
She got these kids to kill their families, but Sandy Hook happened the week that the episode was going to air.
Mm-hmm.
So they cut all of her parts out and still released the episode, and then did like a side version webisode like 3 or 4 months later. But people get mad about some things, man. If you touch a nerve with somebody, it's two beautiful things happen. Anger and admiration.
It's just one of those things where people have too much fucking time on their hands. It's like, really, that's what's going to piss you off? There's so many other things that are fucked up in this world that you're going to get pissed off about that.
Well, Mae Young did give birth to a hand.
Yeah, no one really gave a fuck about that. Paul White as the Big Show. He had his dad's coffin, dragged across the fucking gravesite by the Big Boss Man. Pepper got fed to Al Snow by the Big Boss Man.
That's right. They did feed Al Snow a dog.
Like
got thrown into a wood chipper.
Yeah, and the only thing that they got pissed off about, it was Vince McMahon made Trish Stratus strip down and bark like a dog.
I mean, that
It's
actually.
offensive. That's offensive. Yeah, that's fine. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. That was pretty hot. But I mean, it was more like there's way more things to be offended by, and it's like, okay, whatever. So but people getting offended by people having pentagrams and upside down crosses, they don't ever take into consideration.
1994.
But no, see, like people don't take into consideration that some people believe that as their religion. You know what I mean? Like there are satanic people out there. I mean, that's cool. I mean, Satanists. I mean, that's their religion. How are you going to shit on them because they don't believe the same thing as the Christian faith?
Because they're all a bunch of pagans.
I just
pagans.
I just don't understand it. It's just like, dude, you're so butthurt that oh, it's a Christian thing, and it's like, well, dude, so they can't be satanic, but you can be Christian.
I mean, other than that, no, because actually, if you think about it, a lot of religion doesn't play in professional wrestling anymore.
Not anymore.
The most religious character we have in wrestling is Shawn fucking Michaels.
Or Devon Saint Testify.
Yeah, but that was before he hit somebody in the balls.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
But, I mean, Shawn Michaels did tag with God against Vince McMahon, so...
Mm-hmm.
I was out the last time they really did any kind of, heavy religious thing. But I mean, it's really weird, and it's one of those things where they buy these characters and then they want the character to not be that person. It's like, okay, well you have to now adapt, and that's the spirit of the WWE is adapt and evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Get your moves safer so you can do this for 300 days a year.
It's understandable.
Your more offensive independent things, because when you're in an independent wrestler, man, you fucking get to do it all.
Yeah.
So.
And Vince just forgets that, a lot of the things that got him where he's at right now, as much money as he had, was, trying to cross that line. Suck it, you know what I mean? Come on,
face anymore. And the suck it still show up. Triple H will throw a suck it at Seth Rollins. You know he's gonna fucking crotch chop him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or there's all these other things where they made so much money, but it's not we can't do that. We're a publicly traded company. It's come on, man, you could cross the line a little bit, man. What would be wrong if you guys went to TV-14? And I'm not even saying they have to do that, but they can be a little more edgy than they are now. And they'd be a lot more people look at
10 o'clock. Those should be the edgy segments. Throw all the edgy shit into the show.
That's fine. I mean, you have 3 hours. Make the last hour a little edgy. You mean I just don't understand it. They want to compete as all these crazy TV shows like Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, all those shows, but they don't want to do anything that's going to get them the ratings to do so.
Okay. But would you want to see storylines where people are strung out on drugs, or they're battling an addiction, or she's whoring herself out, or he killed some fucking dude? That's what they'd be competing with. Those are the things they're competing with: sex, death, and violence.
And that's fine. You mean, dude, what would be wrong with somebody who has a drug addiction?
Well, I mean, but they've tackled those. Look at CM Punk against Jeff Hardy, dumping the fucking booze all over him and the pills.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
They've done that, but. Do you want your kid to stay up? Because let's say everybody comes and watches wrestling together. To tie all those storylines together,
I'm probably the wrong person to ask this, though. Because my dad got me into wrestling when I was 3, and he never told me to stop watching wrestling, even when it got crazy. I'm the wrong person. If my son saw the stuff they did on the Attitude Era, I wouldn't care. Maybe that makes me a horrible father. But I
think you just lost Father of the Year award to Darren Young.
Yeah, right. But I'm not making him I'm not gonna have my son watch, some crazy ass shit that's horrible. I'm not gonna have him watching Cannibal Holocaust or something,
Why not? That's a great movie.
I don't think he wants to see turtles. He likes turtles. I don't think he wants to see the turtle shell get ripped off a fucking live turtle.
Well, then do you think he wants to see Sabu jump into a bunch of barbed wire?
It's different, man. It's not killing somebody.
How is that different?
It's not killing somebody.
No. Well, fucking death is an ugly thing.
I mean, there is some matches. Okay, put it this way. I would let my son watch a little bit more extreme WWE. Say, they go back to the Attitude Era kind of thing. I let him watch that. But if it goes down to the road of a CZW where you're putting syringes in people's cheeks or use fucking electric fucking power tools on somebody, I think that's where I'd cross the line. You mean I have no problem with it. It's not my cup of tea, really. I like the extreme, as an ECW. I think CCW is a little too far. But this is not my thing. They want to do it. That's fine. That's wrestling. Do what you want. But I don't think I'd let my son watch that. I don't need him to go get one of the fucking power drills and do a Jeffrey Dahmer on somebody.
Well, then have to eat them and have sex with their corpse.
No, but I don't want to give him like a drill bit lobotomy either.
So, well, hey, that's a good song.
It is.
I mean, okay, there we go. You said Jeffrey Dahmer. Can you imagine if there was a character that came out now that he was oddly weird and did weird things? He wrestled a lot like Waylon Mercy, and he always had weird appetites for things. There's always alludes you that he ate fucking people.
That'd
or
be
he
fine.
killed people and got rid of people. But would that be an okay character? How do you meld that into a storyline that makes it okay? Because you either have to root for this person or you have to fear for the other man across the ring for their lives.
I think that would be intriguing. You don't have to have him like sitting down at a table eating fucking,
I've already seen Hannibal.
Well, I'm just saying, he doesn't have. You don't have to eat like Heath Slater with a glass of wine. I mean, you'd be like, oh, blah 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 blah. Make it sound scary and eerie. And could you imagine? Could you imagine half the shit they can do with Bray Wyatt if they just let the reins go a little bit?
What is he gonna do? Drop a new metal album on us now?
Okay, maybe the old Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt's not scary anymore. Like
he's not.
It's run its course, dude. He's got like fake ass Carpathian Carpathian Forest logos and like a Nagelfar fucking patch, and it's just like it's way to fucking kill something good.
Do you think Bray Wyatt even listens to that kind of music?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I see him more as like a blues man, really, like some country, like some old like Waylon.
Maybe
probably some hard stuff, but probably like Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah.
In all honesty,
we know Seth likes that kind of hardcore stuff.
Yeah, I mean he wears like the black craft shit, but I think they just get boxes of that shit to wear.
Yeah, promote my shit. I'll give you some cool stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I still think Baron Corbin needs pyro.
I like his lighting in the intro, like that he comes out to.
Well, like really now cool. That's the thing, like all the black smoke takes away the city.
That's pretty cool.
So like I figured like when he does his arm thing of like a wall of fire shut up, not like Kane, like explosion fire, just like burning fire, and then it drops out and all the smoke drops down and blacks everything out.
That'd be tight.
Would just really punch it a lot more. Yeah, see? It's the little things in wrestling.
Yeah, the nuances of what they could do, it's amazing. Like, Kane doing the fire or Brock Lesnar's explosions that come out, which did not happen this week on Raw. He didn't. He kind of looked like he kind of almost like looked like he's pausing for a second, like what the fuck?
Wait, shit, no pyro.
Yeah, he looks like he's thrown off a little bit. But no, I just think like WWE can be a little more edgier. I'm not saying they have to go extreme or go crazy, but if you could just push this like SmackDown. SmackDown is a lot more off the chain compared to say Raw. Like they wouldn't say you wouldn't say like, oh, well, you're the one who's sleeping with him, or these other things that they've been kind of like throwing these little entendres and like innuendos at people,
Well, Natty did the whole like ex-uncle thing, and then they're both gonna die alone. I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's getting darker, and I think if they send that in that kind of direction, that'd be great. It doesn't have to be over the top. It just needs to be a little bit darker, and I think SmackDown's doing pretty well with that. I mean, I think the darkest thing that they've done recently on, say, Raw is the Wyatt compound when they had the New Day, and also the Enzo and Lana thing.
Yeah, I mean, those definitely were two the most. I mean, I guess maybe the baby brother line was fucking crossing the line, getting edgier. There was another one that recently like it happened. I was like, whoa, but I'm not remembering it.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, Talking Smack really kind of brought in the edge. I don't think they were expecting that show to hit off as much as it did.
I actually watched that today. It was actually good.
Yeah, Wyatt's the only one on there, right? Or all three get to talk?
Oh no, Wyatt's the only one from the Wyatt family. Corbin was on there, and he was really good. Who else is on there? There's Corbin. Oh, Jerry the King Lawler was on there.
Boo.
See, that was kind of crossing the line too, which was good. You know what I mean? Like him and Ziggler on SmackDown. That was like, oh, I'm the one who caused your heart attack. That's digging into real shit. That's how you make real storylines, man. If they're both cool with it, do it. It's like what Paul Bear said, dude. Like when the CM Punk and the Undertaker and the thing, Paul Bear was down for any fucking like thing that would get it over, before he died. Like he's like, dude, whatever. Like, dude, it's wrestling. He didn't take it seriously.
Like, do it. And then the thing is, it gave Paul Bear almost a real fitting tribute with the Undertaker to like have that final moment of just good stuff.
Yeah,
And
it's a solidarity to like his life ending. You know, like having the Undertaker go out like that.
Because not many wrestlers get to go out in the ring in two ways. Like, you know, you got dumped on the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Not literally, but
Yeah.
metaphorically.
Metaphorically.
Douse the Undertaker with your death ash.
So before we get out of here, is there anything else you want to get into?
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm actually just try to make it quick. But like the Royal Rumble, I'm actually excited for this year, man. It's full game. I mean, there's some people I'm like, no, they're not going to win. Are the Wyatts going to win it? Probably not, but fucking who knows? I mean, I'm sure the Final Four is going to be like Goldberg, Lesnar, Ty Dillinger, Samoa Joe.
I don't know about Ty Dillinger.
Hey, you never know, man.
I see. What about Strowman?
No, I think Strowman's going to go in and everyone's going to fucking take his ass out.
Well, you said that same could be said about Goldberg and Lesnar.
That's the thing. It's like, it's going to depend on when they come in the ring.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be number 1 and number 2.
I think it should, like, that would be amazing. Because then they just, like,
take everybody out.
Because then what could happen is Lesnar and Goldberg could charge and throw each other over the top rope. And boom, they're done. They're out the match.
Yeah.
And that's like, all right, Mania it is. They're fighting each other.
Yeah.
Because the only way those two can go out of the match is they have to eliminate each other.
I like how it's like such big names in this match. It's going to be really good.
It feels like a video game. Like I'm looking at the list.
It does.
Like not actually right now, but I'm looking at like, this is shit like when we were kids, we were like, dude, can you imagine the Goldberg was in the Rumble? And then like, there wasn't like half this roster, but like all the just choice wrestlers. And so I think we have 15 are announced so far.
No.
So
speaking of video games, I'm happy you said that. Before you get into this whole thing, I just want to get into this really fast. My dad fucking hooked me up for a present. He's like, you know what? You've been doing really well. Here's this. He got me WWE 2K17. That was really cool.
Oh.
I was like, thanks, Dad. That's really nice of you. That's really surprising. But I got it for the PS3 because I haven't got a PS4 yet. So I got it for the PS3, and dude, I was so pissed. I got it. I was all excited. Going to play it. Dude, they don't have a career mode for the Xbox 360 or the PS3. They have it for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They don't.
There's no career mode?
Yeah, because they have it for the next generation models. They don't have it for the other ones. They're like, nope, you have to get the new system for that. So I went and returned it today, and I was like, okay, cool. And so me and Tina are both going to school, both getting money. And since I bought her a Wii U back in the day and like all this other stuff, like she's like, okay, I'll buy you the PS4 in a week or two. Because I thought you were going to come down. So I was like, cool, I'm going to get wrestling for me and Nick to play some wrestling games. So
Dude, it's a fun day.
Huh?
Like I'll try to come up. You're north, remember that.
Yeah.
Down is south.
Yeah.
North is up.
Yeah.
Gotta come up, not down.
But
we'll get you a geography book. I promise you, we'll be good.
We'll be good. But yeah, but so I returned it and they said I couldn't get my money back, but I can exchange it. So I got the PS4 version. So not this Friday, but next Friday we're gonna go get a PS4. When my friend Ted comes down, I'm gonna actually buy his Xbox One, and then when the Switch comes, I'm gonna buy the Nintendo Switch. And we're gonna have all three of the new systems.
Well, aren't you fucking fancy? I wish I got a PS1.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love PS1.
Yeah, I'm trying to find memory cards right now. That is
I might have one. If I have it still, I'll give you one.
fucking difficult.
Yeah. But go to your fit. There's 15 names already, you said?
Yeah, 15 or 17. There might be. I think there's like 12 left. So I think there's 18 names now. I don't have the list.
You know what we'll do? We have 1 week before the Royal Rumble. We'll do our research and see who's already still in it. And we'll go from the next episode and we'll do our predictions for the Royal Rumble and all that stuff. And we'll see who's in it. And by mathematically just kind of figure it out from there.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I guess we should get out of here because...
Yeah, we'll wrap this up. So, everybody, you can find all of our episodes under the Wrestling Gremlin podcast at youtube.com and mixcloud.com. What's up, Nick?
Sorry to interrupt. The Hardys and the Young Bucks are going to fight. Did we already go over that?
No, we haven't. They're going to be fighting over WrestleMania weekend down in Florida.
That's where it's going to go down in Florida?
Well, that's what has been said a long time ago. So,
Oh, so sick. I am going to a wrestling event.
Yeah, get into that.
Oh, I'm going to APW, so I'm going to see Cody Rhodes fight Pentagon Jr.
That's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, I can see Zack Sabre Jr. See a bunch of people.
I
And
know
then,
Zack Sabre Jr. is gonna be fighting Marty Squirrel at some point. I don't want to see that. That'd be cool. But I'm not sure if it's at that event. If that was the event, I might have to fucking travel to see that.
No, but they're doing one. They haven't announced it yet, but there's one in March on the 25th, and it's going to have one of the hottest free agents on the indie scene.
Did they say who?
No.
Hmm.
So there's some serious speculation as to who it's going to be.
Well, if it's Kenny Omega, if it was Omega, I'm sure they'd announce it because they want to make ticket sales.
Tickets haven't. I don't think they've gone on sale yet for that one, but we'll see. So I'm curious. I'm going with Mike from Rasputin.
Oh, cool. Mike's hell awesome.
Yeah, so we're all gonna go. Me, Amanda, and him. And he's like, "You want to go? You just gotta drive." I was like, "Okay." It's daily seat. It's a 45-minute drive. So
Yeah, that sounds really cool, man.
good. Yeah, Joey Ryan's gonna be there, so that should be fun.
Need to hang out with him some more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fucking bug Joey Ryan again. It'd be funny.
Do it.
So.
All right, man. Well, once again, you can find our episodes on YouTube and Mixcloud under the Wrestling Gremlin Podcast. Follow us on Twitter under Wrestle Gremlins. Follow us on Facebook under the Wrestling Gremlin Podcast. Also, you can check out these really cool other wrestling, podcasts. They're the ones that really got me into it, you know what I mean? And they're all really good. So, Wrestling Soup, Don, Tony, Kevin Castle Show, Solo Monster Sounds Off. Check out Knuckle Up. And also check out NoDQ.com for some news and some cool videos, man. It's a cool website. And with that being said, I am Bobby. That guy's Nick. Everybody have a great night.
Bye, bitches.